Hello, here we will talk about the loophole of agnosticism. All of us, all of us have different ground faiths. Me, I'm a Muslim and I'm proud of it. Some others are Christian, some are Jews, and so on. All of us base our faiths about metaphysical argumentations. But when speaking about actual things are spoken from two main well-established routes. The first one is the logical route. The second one is the empirical route. Hence, when speaking metaphysically, all of us appeal only to the logical grounds only, without referring to any empirical issue or empirical stand. However, our knowledge came from combination of the two stands, the empirical and the logical. So we have the metaphysical, and we have the practical, this practical can be separated to mainly naturalistic grounded mainly in natural issues or natural happenings or events, and the others are not so naturalistic as it seems, such as emotional issues or personal experiences and so on. We will call them mainly the other group. The basis for the modern science is to rely on empirical, naturalistic, which is built in a logical language. The logical language here takes and replaces its essence duly with math. So we have math, we have logic. Mainly we use logic in our deductive and inductive reasoning. Math is the extension of the logic, and empirical events and empirical observations are the basis combined with the logical ones, the logical mathematical ones, to get us the practical, which leads us to the naturalistic view mainly. The metaphysical relies on the logical and mathematical, but does not rely on the empirical. So they give us different argumentations. So what about agnosticism? Agnosticism appeals to draw out the metaphysical ground. Why? Because metaphysical grounds do not rely on the empirical grounds, which rely on the real ground. We have upper here the realistic ground. The realistic ground gives us the empirical, gives us the mathematical and the logical, which gives us the practical, which gives us the standardized, the natural ground, the naturalistic ground. However, the metaphysical gives us other interpretations which may seem logical but does not rely on empirical issues, cannot be falsified, so they are doubted to be totally realistic. Hence, from that stand, agnosticism may be the most honest answer regarding the epistemological stand, and we have to stress that this honesty is related to the epistemological stand, not to the actual realistic, or not to the actual reality. So here we have multiple labels: AG for agnosticism, A for the positive atheism, and we have T, the theism, which can be split into two: mono-T, which is the mainstream, and pantheism, which is currently a minority. AG is the most honest epistemological stand, though it may not speak about the real reality in total, but considering practical knowledge, this is the most appealing one. Why? Because it does not claim that the metaphysical is not real, but it claims that it relies on the practical, which relies on the empirical, and the logical, which relies on the real. So it's routed on the real from its various routes, empirical and logical. The metaphysical is mainly related to human intuitions. If the metaphysical can be proven empirical, so it can be seen from the practical lenses, and if it is recurring, it can be seen from naturalistic lenses, aka also known as physical lenses. The metaphysical cannot be proven empirically, though sometimes can seem to be logically consistent. You can't also give them a full chance of acknowledging them as epistemologically true. So, the main dispute to be known here, and the main honesty to be known here, the dispute over the empirical and the current epistemological state of agnosticism. I hope you enjoyed this, and see you next time.